Hello, so my name is Sydney Rain, but I typically go by the Herb Fairy, so if you're new here, welcome. On my channel, I like to talk a lot about herbalism, general wellness, and a lot of other cool, fun, interesting things. But today I wanted to summarize some of the more common herbal preparations, how to make them, and then what they're used for. And these will definitely be more of a general overview of each preparation, so if you are interested in a more in-depth explanation for each preparation, keep an eye out for those videos in the future. So I'm gonna just jump right into it, but hopefully I'll be able to add some timestamps below, so in the future if you need to come back and reference anything, it'll be a little easier to navigate the video. So the first herbal preparation that I wanted to go over is a water-based extraction, also known as an infusion, also known as a tea. So this is definitely one of the more understood and widely used ways of preparing herbs, and it's essentially just taking the therapeutic benefits and extracting them from the herb into a water solution. An infusion is typically made for those softer parts of the plant, such as the leaves or the petals, so it doesn't require as much time or heat to actually extract those therapeutic benefits. And then there's decoctions, which are typically for the bark, the roots, or the berries, or any of those harder parts of a plant that might take a little longer to withdraw those therapeutic benefits. And for mixtures that contain both leaves and barks or other hard parts and softer parts of the plant, an overnight infusion would be the best option because it's allowed to sit overnight without heat and allow all of that to infuse into the water. The next herbal preparation is a fomentation, also known as an herbal compress. So a fomentation is essentially taking that tea infusion and utilizing it for topical relief. So a great use for this type of preparation would be for treating skin conditions such as rashes or eczema or psoriasis, and depending on whether it's hot or cold, it could also help with relaxing tight muscles or reducing inflammation. And essentially what you do for fomentations is you would take that herbal infusion, put it in a cloth, and then physically compress your body in the targeted area. So the next herbal preparation is probably my favorite, and that is a tincture. Tinctures are alcohol-based extractions and are definitely preferred if you're working with more bitter or pungent herbs. On average, this preparation does take about 4 to 6 weeks before it's fully complete, so it is one of the more time-consuming methods of preparation, but I'd argue it's also one of the most convenient. It also honestly just looks cool, but also because the amount of time the infusion takes, it's also highly concentrated. So they're typically seen in these dropper vials, and all you need is about 30 drops to get the full therapeutic benefits. And because the dose is such a small amount, it'll enhance just about anything with essentially no taste. What also makes tinctures great is they don't require refrigeration and they have a shelf life of about 3 to 5 years. So the next herbal preparation that I wanted to talk about is very similar to tinctures, except instead of using alcohol, you use vinegar for a vinegar-based extraction. Vinegars are often used for respiratory support and are also great for congestion. And just like tinctures, vinegars are made by submerging the herb in a vinegar base and then letting it sit in a cool, dark place for about 24 hours to 4 weeks. So the next herbal preparation is definitely the sweetest, and that is honeys. So honeys are a special type of herbal preparation because the honey itself holds inherent nutritive value and even has properties that could help heal viral conditions. Depending on whether or not you use dried or powdered herbs, it typically has a shelf life of about 12 to 6 months. Honeys are commonly used for coughs, but they're also great for supporting overall immunity as well. And if you happen to use local honey in your preparation, it could even help with allergy relief. The final two preparations I want to go over are Oxymels and Elixirs. And the reason that I group them together is because both of them are mixtures that include honey and either vinegar or alcohol respectively. Oxymels are comprised of equal parts vinegar and honey. So to make an elixir, you would just substitute that alcohol for the vinegar. And both of these preparations are great for not only taking advantage of those healing properties that exist within the honey, but also getting rid of that less favorable taste that sometimes comes with the vinegar and the alcohol preparations. And with these, you also have the option of using pre-infused ingredients to create a super concentrated oxymel or elixir, or you can just take the honey, alcohol, or vinegar and create one separate individual preparation. So yeah, that basically concludes what I wanted to talk about today. And like I said, these are only a few of the more common herbal preparations, so definitely keep an eye out for my next video because there's a lot more I want to talk about and a lot more that I could summarize. So thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I get to talk to you soon.